What up, WeHo? West Hollywood celebrates Halloween, and in WeHo, every trick is a treat. Welcome to WeHoTV News. Happy Halloweeho! I'm Mike Siriaco, and I'm bringing you everything you need to know about WeHo, courtesy of the city of West Hollywood. If you spent the bulk of October shopping for the perfect animal ear underwear combo for your Halloween costume, you may have missed out on some important news. Don't sweat it, because we're going to catch you up to speed with the WeHo Windup. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. WeHo hosted a couple of coupleters, poet laureates Kim Dower and Eloise Klein. It was a Pavarotti-Katy Perry mashup when Popera classical crossover took center stage. WeHoans with disabilities got resourceful at the Disabilities Resource Fair. And West Hollywood registered to vote, which is important if you want to avoid this Carrot Top in Chief accidentally turning the UN into open mic night at the Improv again.
My administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true.
Hey Trump, I can see your dirty pillows. Put them away because you're distracting from my news briefs. From October 12th through March 31st, the traffic median at Santa Monica Boulevard and North Doheny Drive will feature Cacti, a public sculpture installation by James Peterson, inspired by the cactus. This display will be enjoyed by everyone. Well, maybe not this guy. Women in Books met on October 2nd to discuss S.J. Sindhu's debut novel, Marriage of a Thousand Lies, or as I like to call it, oh, Melania. I would say she should know better, but she doesn't really seem to know anything. On October 3rd, the Outfest West Hollywood series presented Queer Horror Shorts, a collection of LGBT scary movies. The most horrifying? The Curse of the Carbohydrates. WeHo Reads hosts an event on October 5th featuring conversation between former West Hollywood Poet Laureate Kim Dower and Los Angeles Poet Laureate Eloise Klein Healy. It was the most exciting meeting of poets since the MMA match between Maya Angelou and Sylvia Plath. And on October 20th, the Los Angeles LGBT Center and Get Prep LA presented Banji Ball, a runway event serving as a safe space for queer youth. And let's be real, when it comes to homophobia, there's nobody better at having your back than a drag queen. Now excuse me a second while I untuck out of these news briefs. With the recent confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court, Republicans now control the executive and legislative branches of government, and the balance has now tipped in the Supreme Court. For the LGBT community, this jeopardizes our hard-fought rights, such as marriage equality.
And protections for the trans community.
But there's hope. You may have heard of the blue wave. Well, there's also the rainbow wave. This year, there are 21 openly LGBT people nominated for Congress and 4 for governor, all Democrats. So today, let's take a look at these queer gubernatorial candidates in our Salute to the Rainbow Wave. LUPE VALDEZ. The openly lesbian Valdez is running in the notoriously conservative state of Texas, which hasn't had a Democratic governor since Ann Richards, back in the mid-90s. But she doesn't scare easily. The daughter of migrant farm workers, Valdez spent most of her life protecting her fellow citizens, as a captain in the U.S. National Guard, and as the first openly lesbian Latina sheriff in the United States. If anyone can handle a political battle, like challenging the Republican stranglehold on Texas government, is Lupe Valdez. Jared Polis. Before running for Colorado governor, the openly gay Jared Polis founded Patriot Boot Camp, which helps veterans start small businesses after returning home from service, and currently serves as the U.S. representative of Northern Colorado. He is also a family man, a concept that, up until very recently, was exclusive to heterosexual candidates.
Polis and his partner Marlon are raising 2 children together.
So even if some straight voters can't relate to him as a gay man, they can easily relate to him as a parent. Kate Brown. Oregon's current governor, the openly bisexual Kate Brown, made history in 2004 when she became the state's first woman to serve as Oregon's state majority leader. In 2007, she enacted the Oregon Equality Act, which prohibits discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identification in employment and housing. At a time when the federal government is assaulting LGBT rights, most recently with the Department of Health and Human Services' possible redefinition of gender as immutably assigned at birth, it's important to have advocates like Kate Brown defending us at the state level. Christine HALLQUIST,
the openly transgender, former CEO of Vermont Electric Co-op,
is running for Vermont governor on a platform of addressing climate change. At a time when the UN's climate report predicts we have about 12 years to reverse the planet's ecology before its melting polar ice caps flood every coastal city, we desperately need environmentally conscious leaders like Christine HALLQUIST spearheading the fight against carbon emissions. So, on November 6th, we just may be riding a rainbow wave. And if the midterm elections aren't dramatic enough for you, Eddie Robinson is serving up plenty of theatricality for you. Eddie, over to you.
We're exploring the most eerie and romantic delights of the original West Hollywood resident, Eugenio Plummer, right here in Plummer Park. I'm Eddie Robinson, and this is WeHoTV News.
One of the things I love about this scene is that you're using the courtyard in this very dynamic way.
The City of West Hollywood's Arts Division, in collaboration with Rogue Artists Ensemble, present Señor Plummer's Final Fiesta, based on the book Señor Plummer, The Life and Laughter of an Old Californian. Performed in Plummer Park and supported in part by an award from the National Endowment for the Arts, participants in the interactive evening will be engaged in a variety of ways, from large-scale puppets to music and masks. Just who was Eugenio Plummer, and what is his final fiesta?
Eugenio Plummer is the namesake of Plummer Park here in West Hollywood. His house used to stand just on the other side of where we're sitting right now, which is in the Great Hall and the Long Hall courtyard. Quite an affluent landowner, and owned actually from here all the way past the Hollywood Bowl. So the setup is that you, the audience, have been invited to the book release party of the book that the play is based on. And when you arrive, it's 1942, and you're attending this party, and things do not go as planned. You, the audience, will actually enter into this space and wander and experience all these different rooms, visiting a saloon, a church, a place where Eugene would keep maybe the memories that he doesn't like to remember.
Each audience member has the opportunity to have a different experience and touch a different moment of his life. And then hopefully when they come back together at the end of the show to talk about it, everyone will have had a slightly different experience.
Showgoers who come to get in on the act will find it a thrilling and entertaining night.
I know that whenever I come to a Rogue Artists Ensemble show, I'm going to see something great. I know that they partnered with the City of West Hollywood for this show, and I think that's fantastic.
Visit WeHo.org to discover more events brought to you by the City of West Hollywood's Arts Division. For WeHoTV News, I'm Eddie Robinson. Mike, back to you.
Thanks, Eddie. And for more arts coverage, we go now to Asher Rodriguez.
Poetry can be transformative and motivational. The City of Los Angeles' inaugural Poet Laureate, Louise Clyde Healy's journey with poetry has brought her from a traumatic brain injury to reclaiming her voice. And We Who Reads is proud to share this journey with her as she enters another phase. I'm Asher Rodriguez, and this is WeHoTV News. Co-presented by the City of West Hollywood's Arts Division and Aloud, tonight's WeHo Reads event features West Hollywood City Poet Laureate Kim Dower in conversation with poet Louise Clyde Healy as she reads and discusses her newest collection of poetry, Another Phase.
Louise Clyde Healy is one of our great poets in Los Angeles. She's really reflected the city in her work throughout her career. She was attacked by a brain illness where you literally lose your words. Tonight was sort of her party to celebrate a book, which is a collection of these 5-line poems she's written during her recovery.
My friend Betty, who was really teaching me about how to get my language back, she said, "You are writing things, which is really valuable, but maybe you should just do 5 lines. I said, "Good, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go from A through Z And I did that, and it was just wonderful.
Here in West Hollywood, we understand the power of poetry. In 2017, city poet Kim Dower created a powerful collaborative poem titled I Sing the Body West Hollywood, from lines contributed by more than 100 WeHoans.
It took about 3 months to write that poem. Yeah, and just to make sure it was right, and if you say it out loud, it really does sing, and it has rhythm and it has rhyme. It's like a tapestry, and I think it really has the feel of West Hollywood.
For more information about WeHo Reads, visit WeHo.org. Reporting from the City of West Hollywood's Public Meeting Room, I'm Asher Rodriguez for WeHoTV News.
Thanks, Asher. And lines of poetry aren't the only lines we're covering this month. Back on September 27th, the Metro Board approved funding for an environmental impact report on the possible extension of the Metro Crenshaw LAX line to West Hollywood. For more on this, we'd like to share with you our video, Finish the Line. Conducting an environmental impact report is paramount to determining the safety of extending the Metro line, and safety is of primary importance to the City of West Hollywood. In this vein, we go now to the Community Emergency Response Team training with our very own Nick Catelli.
In the event of an emergency, well, I feel like I'd be kind of prepared because I saw a couple of episodes of MacGyver, which I don't think any of that's really true what he does. I'm Nick Catelli for WeHoTV News, and we're going to check out the Community Emergency Response Team training. And it's going to be STAT, which is a MacGyver term for, like, right now, really quick.
The goal of CERT, and when we teach it, is to train as many people in the community to be self-reliant, self-sufficient in case of a major disaster. The things that we are going over is light search and rescue, basic first aid, what to do in case you see someone down. Do you know how to shut off your water? Yeah. Do you know how to shut off your electricity? Do you know where the gas shut off is? We also go over preparedness, what you want to have in your house in case a disaster happens. Do you have a plan? Yeah. What you're gonna do? Do you have enough supplies, enough water, enough food to sustain yourself for at least, at minimum, 72 hours?
Okay, first two right here.
Could you give us a little bit of details on the fire extinguisher training they did today?
What they're trying to demonstrate is how to appropriately extinguish a fire from a flammable liquid. Pretty much just how to smother it. Swinging the nozzle side to side, making sure that we put a blanket over that flammable liquid to not allow it to reignite. And what we're giving out today is the Los Angeles County Emergency Survival Guide. You can actually go to our website at fire.lacounty.gov and you can download it. So this is a great tool that we give out to our participants so they can have in their home, they can read over it, again, go over it with their families and show their neighbors. Our goal is if they can go back to their neighborhoods, they go back to their neighbors and teach them and tell them what to do in case of major disaster. So that is why we go over so many things, because the more people we teach, the more people they can explain what they know, their knowledge, and we have a better prepared community.
I'm not going to lie, I feel like I could blow MacGyver out of the water. Now, for more information about classes like this or just anything going on in the City of West Hollywood, check out WeHo.org. Again, I'm Nick Catelli for WeHoTV News, and this was the Community Emergency Response Team training. And it was STAT, which I think that makes sense because it was like right now, so STAT.
Thanks, Nick. In West Hollywood, safety is just as important during Halloween. For more on this, we go now to the first in a new series of PSAs we like to call WeHo bootlegs.
Want some?
I don't really drink.
Come on, it's Halloween.
Fine.
No public drinking.
Who's excited for Halloween? You are? That's right, you are.
Children and pets strongly discouraged.
Oh my god, I love your backpack.
Thanks, it's full of weapons and drones.
No backpacks, no weapons, no drones. Also, no banners, no poles, no sticks, no beverage containers, no glass bottles, no coolers, no laser pointers, no noise making, no projectiles, no fireworks, etc. Finally, if you see something, say something. Be safe or beware. And have a happy Halloween, West Hollywood. For more info, visit WeHo.org/Halloween.
Now for the crown jewel of October, the West Hollywood Halloween Carnaval, we go now to Nicatelli.
As you know, it's the scariest night here in the city of West Hollywood. You'll see scary things like, werewolves, spooky ghosts, Republicans, vampires, and even myself as a harmless tiger. I'm Nicatelli for WeHoTV News, and we're going to check out the West Hollywood Halloween Carnaval, and it's going to be pretty spooky. What power shoots out of your tummy?
Oh my god, happiness and beautiful joy and love and colors and rainbows.
We got Bucky, Trigger, and
oh my god.
Oh my god. If you had one thing to describe the West Hollywood Halloween Carnival, what would it be, guys?
The greatest party in the world on Halloween. I didn't even know this was going to happen. I was actually going for a job interview, and this just happened around us.
And remember, don't ever pick on someone at school.
I'm Courtney. This is Chloe right here.
So,
You're a serial killer?
That is exactly what I'm doing.
Nailed it. Are you guys celebrating like a 236-year anniversary?
It's our anniversary because he brought me from the dead on Halloween.
Go get my selfie lips out. Did you have to buy this special, or is this just...
No, $39.
That's it. You want to be the king of darkness, $39.
That's inspired me to be an alien because I'm from another world.
My friends have always told me that I was a fairy in heart.
But isn't there a little fairy just dying to come out in all of us? Tell me, what's the inspiration for this?
Well, when you look this good, sometimes you just got to share it with people.
So now, are you a disco ball, or what would you say?
More like a mirror man.
You're a mirror man? Okay, wait, what's the mirror man?
Me.
Okay. Wait, what made you go with the Aztecs from Mexico?
Because I'm from Mexico.
Okay, well, that would obviously make sense.
Okay, I got to do it with the thing.
This is the one night a year that I get to dress kind of normally and accept compliments for my costume.
Okay, nice. So this is just like, it's Tuesday, I'm vacuuming the house.
No, it's Wednesday.
I don't think this is a costume. I think he's actually working tonight.
Sorry?
It's an amazing year. I've been here a few years. This is the best year.
Again, I'm Nick Untitled for WeHoTV News, wishing you a happy Halloween from me and Mr. Skeleton.
That's it, baby.
Stay spooky, baby.
Woo! And before we go, I'd like to share that the City of West Hollywood was honored with 6 awards recognizing distinction in communications by the Los Angeles chapter of the Public Relations Society of America. So be sure to join us next month for more award-winning news, noise, and nonsense. Until then, keep it cute, WeHo.